Truth. The future genuinely and unpredictably differs from the past. In consequence, a continual array of complex and unforeseen problems present themselves before us, demanding redress. A diverse, honest, and freely exchanged range of thoughts pertaining to those problems is the eternal precondition for the possibility of solution itself, as well as for its dissemination. There are many valid, productive, and attractive ways of looking at and acting in the world, and a variety of perspectives is simultaneously necessary, strategically appropriate, and inevitable. It is also forever the case, however, that disciplined striving in a single direction fortifies and unifies, that an ethic capable of uniting diverse citizens in trust and peace is necessary and desirable, and that truth itself is never to be finally found in a particular set of facts or body of knowledge. The genuine striving forward ethically, instead, is the very embodiment of truth, and therefore the most valid manifestation of truth itself. The humble attempt to advance ourselves and others through discourse as a consequence of listening and spontaneous response is, instead, the very embodiment of truth. The willingness to reach in good faith across the divides of race, sex, economic class, and political temperament is, instead, the very embodiment of truth. The divisive insistence on the absolute relativity of truth can be combated not least with the realization that truth is a process, not a state. The realization, finally, that the adventure of life is to be found precisely in pursuit of the truth constitutes the only real antidote to the corrosive nihilism that justifies deception, hopelessness, cynicism, and abdication of responsibility. The most fundamental freedoms upon which virtuous states and polities depend, freedom of speech and thought foremost above them, exist not for the impulsive gratification of momentary pleasures, but so that the truth that redeems can find its living expression. Agency. The insistence that we are all most appropriately conceptualized at the level of the group, whether by sexual preference, race, gender, political belief, or ethnicity, provides the counter opportunity for conservatives to reestablish and reinforce the bedrock notion and principle of the sovereignty of the individual, which attributes to each person the capacity to advance and progress in the face of uncertainty, malevolence, and adversity. Those with truly canonical Western views can as well oppose the demoralizing notions of the essential corruption of all human activity and its putative basis in nothing but oppression and compulsion, with the knowledge that the desire to strive forward is in its essential form a manifestation of the spirit of voluntary cooperation, the desire for productive, reciprocal social interaction, and the reality of genuine goodwill. The ambition that overcomes privation and penury, the urge to adventure toward greatness, the desire to marry, the wish to have a family, the willingness to shoulder responsibility, all this is truly and genuinely admirable and worthy of recognition and reward. All this constitutes the basis of any truly stable and desirable state, psychological and social alike, with attendant duties voluntarily undertaken and attendant rewards validly earned and distributed. All this is, furthermore, the most reliable basis for any true sustainability. Identity. A sophisticated and adaptive identity is in no wise established through the mere insistence that a felt sense of subjective feeling must dominate and prevail. Identity is instead the result of continual and iterated communication, cooperation, and competition between parents and children, husbands and wives, friends, colleagues, subordinates, superiors, and the present and future selves of sovereign individuals. Identity is, therefore, and must remain, a carefully and justly negotiated agreement between the individual and society at every level of that society. Conservatives can therefore offer a revitalized conception of sovereign citizenship as the most meaningful and significant form of identity. The sovereign citizenship that makes each person a credit to themselves, a reliable partner in marriage, a caring, judicious, and discriminating parent, a trustworthy and competent partner in enterprise, an active participant in local and distal civic institutions, and an informed, enlightened, and ethical political actor and voter. This is all predicated upon conceptualizing and articulating the need for a shift in the Western individual's moral outlook, away from the narrowly hedonistic blandishments of endless rights and externally bestowed privileges, and toward the constructive rewards attendant upon a mature sacrifice, duty, responsibility, and reciprocity.